Hey, what's up, old Slick here with my face still sunburned from that ride the other day, man. Woo! Boy, I had a good ride the other day. Hey, look at that, man. I ordered some parts from my Royal Enfield Himalayan. Ordered them all the way from England. And said it's going to be here like June. It's going to be here like between June the 18th and June the 28th. And it's like June the 2nd or 3rd. And they're already here. We'd have the light on, but we're actually having a storm and our electricity's out. But these panniers come around and they come out over this and they cover this light. So what do these lights come off, these blinker lights, and have this extension. And I extend it under here, and I extend that in the back, and tail lights go on that. This is not going to be a how-to video. If you want to see how to do this, go to OLE Man Ronin, R-O-N-I-N. He has some really great videos on how to do this, and you'll have a lot better off. Perfect. But anyway, there's another piece that goes up here, goes around the bracket. I'll show that a little later. And it's got a USB port that goes on it. If I get to that today, I'll do that also today. Okay, when I ordered the Himalayan Pro mount, it said like 18 to 21 for year model. I've just assumed they hadn't updated the website for 22, but it does not fit a 22 because I had that new little trip meter on the right, that extra little gauge. It did not fit, but I went ahead and used the USB port and went ahead and mounted it anyway, and just probably going to just take my loss because it really wasn't that expensive. I'm not going to be doing every little step, but I just want to show y'all what I was doing, and so you see what it looks like before and after. All right. Before I start a project, I always like to lay my bolts out. It looks like I have 3 different sizes, different lengths. They're like the same size. I don't know what that is. I can't call those numbers out, but and it came with 8 sets of washers. Now, when I bought my motorcycle, the guy, this was in this little package right here, and the dealer said, hey, if you ever put panniers on your bike, you'll need these 4 bolts. Next step, disconnect the batteries. Positive, negative. Always disconnect your negative lead first. I don't know why, I'm not a mechanic or electrician, but that's what I've always heard. Okay, next step is to take this plastic piece off right there on each side. And my videos. And right up there. Okay, I found 3 more bolts that go in there. One in the back, and these 2 count at the top. One of them's longer, 2 a little shorter. They dropped out of here, 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 and here. The next step was to disconnect those lights. Okay, at this point, I am also going to go ahead and pull these lights out. Once I click them, they just slide right out, like that. Let me tell you what, if you ain't got a good hex wrench, don't try to take these out, or you'll strip them. So I'm going to tell you what, the India man, that fine fella down there on that line at Royal Enfield in India, he ain't trying to make phone calls. Heck no, this boy is doing his job. He's a Loctite man, and he ain't missing nothing. He got them locked down. Hey! Okay, little tip. When I loosened this up, there was so much tension on this because it was bolted real tight right here. It went real tight, and I knew I would not be able to get this piece in there and get that pushed down. So I went up here. It doesn't say instructions, but I loosened these up. Okay. Now, they got that little writing on your instructions. You can't hardly see it. I read all the instructions. I found out the largest, I think it was 75, 65, 45. So starting at the bottom, small, 2 washers. Come up to here, next size, come up here to large. This one has 2 washers, this has no washer. Okay, that doesn't want to line up. I wind up having to take both of these back off, do this one first, okay? Do that one first, keep it loose, then come back to this one and this one, or either one, and it will come on. And I'm keeping it all loose, and now the other side should go much smoother. Okay, after going through all that stuff at the other side, figuring it all out, the other side probably took me 30 minutes. This side took me less than 2 minutes. Like I said, now I got everything real loose, and I'm going to work around to the back. The thing I did next was put this piece on. Went on real easy, just 4 bolts. Everything being loose, everything fit well. Took the lights, they just slipped straight on. Used the same grommets, screwed them in. You ever do this, it seems kind of wrong, but it's got a red and a green. Seems like red would be right. But anyway, red goes over here, green goes over here. Once I got it all plugged up, I checked plugged my battery back up and made sure that they worked. And I'm just going to do that again in just a second. But then there's a kit. This one was kind of driving me crazy. Is this thing here fell out? Okay. Now I actually ordered a piece that goes in here, but it didn't come with this stuff. Now I don't know if it's coming in a separate order or what. But unless you order that piece, that screw, so all that's doing is just holding that. It's holding those lights. Your lights in there. And if you don't have a screw, if you don't have nothing in there, there's nothing to hold this together. So I'm just gonna keep this out. Actually, I'd have to drop all that back down and stick that up under there. Gotta drop all that, stick that back under there. So that serves no purpose now except for extra weight. To tell the truth, when I get those pieces to cover this up, I'm actually going to, I'm probably gonna just glue them in. Just because it just kind of makes that look better. Okay, that's a top. I was thinking, man, a rock's gonna fly up there and hit that and knock that wire, but this is protecting that. So now I'm gonna tighten everything back up and see how she looks. Oh, and also, this was a piece that came with it. This was bugging the crap out of me. I couldn't figure out what to do with it. But what this is an extra piece that would have went right in there. I could have took this out. If you ever want to change your light, I think it'll bring, if you want to change this light out, it'll bring this light back a little further. But I couldn't see why it would work with this. I don't think it would have worked, so I didn't mess with it. Okay, there you go. That was pretty easy. I was showing here, I have my, I do also a little bicycle touring. These are my panniers, my Ortley panniers. And they actually fit on there pretty well. Onto it. And also something I didn't show you that I put on here. So I put this piece, this is like a brake, some kind of a brake cylinder. Goes down here, makes a little funny turn. And it's something that could be knocked off pretty easy. Like I say, kind of maybe not the best design, but they did come up with this plate. Because there was no plate, nothing covering this. So this little plate, I ordered this, got it also, and that'll protect that. But anyway, man, we're going to get the old Himalayan out and give her a little ride. And, don't have about 100 miles on it. If I go out and ride a little bit and put another 200 on so I get the oil changed. Anyway, hey, if you've watched this far, thank you. Get that motor running. Okay, I'm gonna get out here and put these bags on this and take it for a little ride. I got to looking at the video for when I gotta mount this thing up here, and I realized I gotta take the gas tank off and all that. I have a full tank of gas, so it'll just be a lot easier. You know, weigh 20 pounds lighter if I get the gas out here, so I'm gonna run some of the gas out. And also, I was talking about that I ordered these pieces here, fill in. I didn't realize it until after I got ready to throw my box away this morning, that they were down at the bottom of the box in the packaging. So always check your packaging real well, and I didn't have to take all that out. I didn't remount that thing up under there. I just did it like that. But anyway, it's got some random stuff in these bags. Gonna see how it feels. I'm gonna put this bag over here, and this is gonna, it's gonna touch my gas tank. It's gonna touch my exhaust. So I'm gonna see where it touches. Maybe it might leave a little mark, but that's gonna be okay. Then I'm gonna build a little shield, heat shield, weld onto that to extend out for that bag to sit on. So I'm also gonna do a little test on that. Oh, I'll say good morning.